Hi guys, it is Tuesday and I am bringing you another process video, and I'm starting this layout with this lovely cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict, and it is called Cloud Mobile. You can find her shop over at Etsy, and it is COAPA, and I just love those files. I've been backing them with my scraps and creating with them on several layouts lately, and so if you're interested in her shop, go over and get you some. And she's got a pretty cool Facebook group. She's not sponsoring this or anything. I don't get anything for doing this. I just really like her shop, and yeah, the Facebook group is pretty cool because people share some really fun and inspirational ways to use the cut files, and I just enjoy being part of that group when I can. As I've said lately, I'm super busy, but I do sneak over to Paige Evans, also Confessions of a Paper Addict, and Cut to You Facebook groups, and check them regularly because I'm really into cut files right now. So I just backed it with scraps like I do, and I kept it very simple and soft and pastel. There's some light purples and pinks and blues, and there's really old papers. Sorry, my throat is getting a little dry because this is like my third video to edit. So, okay, sorry about that. Hopefully I'm better now. But there it is with the magic of editing. There is the completed cut file, and I love the pretty soft little colors, especially the little yellow stars. Sorry about my phone twinkling in the background. It's making noise because I'm getting texts from a client. But anyway, I did use some of the Lori Whitlock Here and Now collection, and that's by Echo Park. It's probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. And I used some of the stickers, and I used this background paper, which was from the journaling cards set or sheet. And you're going to see me use some labels and stickers and things like that from that collection. And I was really excited to get to use it. I don't normally use blues, but this soft blue is so airy, and it makes me think of the sky. And I've been using blues lately with Matthew's layouts, and so I've had an opportunity to use some blues and some oranges and some yellows. Well, I'm always using yellow, let's be real. It's one of my favorite colors. But I don't know. I just was excited to use this soft blue, and I think it turned out to have the perfect amount of softness behind it. I also used a scrap from the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection, and that's going to be at the bottom of that background paper. And then I'm also going to add this scrap of pink, and I cannot remember what it is from, but I want to say it's an old Dear Lizzie paper. And so I just thought it would be nice to have those little soft colors peeking at the bottom and giving me a nice foundation to the page. So I think I went off to look for something here. I went to trim it down because my large trimmer is kind of on the end of the desk. And so if I ever disappear and I've got something like trim work to do, that's where I went. So I did go ahead and take this lovely photo of Ella, and she's just all smiles with her little whoopee in her hand. And I backed it with some of those scraps as well, some of those papers, and they're just a soft purple and that same pink color that's at the bottom. And here I'm digging into some chipboard from Simple Stories Oh Happy Day collection, and I stumbled across that when I was going through my stash and found some of the ephemera and chipboard. So I'm gonna find ways to implement those little pieces. I do end up using the rainbow, and I really like it, and also that house that is chipboard. I don't end up using the Be Happy Be You. I think I used that on another layout pretty quickly, but I also kind of dug into some bits and pieces of ephemera and tried some of it from other collections, but it just wasn't jiving with the Simple Stories Oh Happy Day. So I ended up going back to that and pulling out some pieces from that collection. So that way it all matches. Here I'm interviewing some Dear Lizzie, and I do end up keeping this little today label and this little tag, and I had pulled those from this same collection, so of course they worked. But it's kind of funny, like I used a lot of the Lori Whitlock and a lot of the Simple Stories, and they just work together beautifully. So I like these little birds, and I'm going to use a couple of them. I keep trying to use this purple butterfly, but it does not make it on the page, and neither does the llama. Although the llama is cute now that I'm looking at it, at the time I thought it was too big. I used this other little bird that's on top of the house, and even though it's not to scale, I think it's perfectly fine. It just makes me smile to see those little birds and that little happy face on Ella, so I'm going to use those. I thought about this label, but I don't end up using it, and I did try a couple of other little labels and don't end up using those. So I think this is where I decide I'm going to pull some things off, and I'm going to pop up this cut file onto some foam backing, and I'm going to start to stick things down because I'm liking the way it's looking. And I do end up using, I used this little paper airplane from Dear Lizzie. How old is that? I can't even remember. I think it was her first or second collection ever. And so I've obviously had that in my stash forever. Okay, so I am going to back this cut file, as I said, and it will be utilizing old chipboard. I'm just going to hot glue it down. It's a great way to use up your old chipboard if you collected it years ago like I did. But I'm going to put the stickers that I mentioned from Lori Whitlock on the background, and then I'm going to finish up with some sprinkles of sequins that I had purchased from, I want to say scrapbooking.com, and they are just the cutest stinking sequins ever. They came in a little plastic bag, and I didn't think they were that great when I got them, and I was like, oh, maybe this was not the greatest idea. But they are gorgeous, and I love the mix, and I'm going to buy tons more, even though the packaging doesn't scream how gorgeous they are. And they are by Lilac Lane, and they're just gold sequins. So I don't have still pictures at the end, unfortunately. I can't seem to find them on my phone, and I can't seem to find them on my computer. So something was lost in translation with this particular layout and another one that I'm going to edit shortly. So I do apologize for that. There is information on how to find me in the description bar and at the end of this video. And I also have a t-shirt shop if you want to check it out on Etsy. It is simply called Truelaine, and I've been having fun making t-shirts for people and getting videos out as well. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you watching. I'll have another video for you very, very soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.